James Kaufman, World News Report today. Most Breyers can no longer be called ice cream per the FDA. Most Breyers products are not called ice cream anymore. They've changed the name to frozen dairy dessert because they don't meet the legal standard for having at least 10% milk fat according to regulations set by the FDA. You can see the old packaging here claims that it's real ice cream. Well, none of the new packaging does. It's now called frozen dairy dessert. Disgusting, if you ask me. This change has affected most of their formulas, and the frozen dairy dessert label is also being used for their non-dairy options. Now, I'll show you one of those. They're also trying to make this into a positive, saying lactose-free non-dairy desserts in some cases. According to the FDA, in the United States, we have specific rules for what can be called ice cream. A product must contain at least 10% milk fat to actually earn the ice cream label. Well, none of the Breyers products has even 10% milk fat, so there is no cream in it. Breyers changed many of its formulas in an attempt to cut cost. Its new or latest formulas fall below the 10% milk fat threshold. Products that do not meet the 10% milk fat standard are labeled frozen dairy dessert on their packaging. Now, some of the packaging is trying to turn this into a positive, claiming it's lactose-free. They also have, i.e., lactose-free non-dairy versions that are also called frozen dairy desserts, since they contain little or no dairy whatsoever, and therefore cannot be classified as ice cream either. With that said, folks, Breyer ice cream I thought was one of the high-end brands. When spending all that money, just know you're now getting frozen dairy dessert and not the real McCoy, which would have 10% milk fat or more, i.e. the threshold to be called ice cream per the FDA here in the United States. God bless, share, subscribe, and always remember that anything's possible. Bizarro world.